What if the world isn't what you think? Right now, terrifying mysteries exist, beyond science's grasp. Strange lights, impossible objects, a book no one can read, and maybe some are watching you. Stay tuned as we uncover 10 unsolved mysteries. Now please subscribe. Your one subscribe fuels my passion and keeps my dream alive. I'll put in my full effort to bring you the rarest and most valuable knowledge. Let's start. Number 10, the Tao's hum, a sound that shouldn't exist. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night, your head pounding from a sound you can't escape. A low mechanical humming noise, vibrating inside your skull. Now imagine this goes on for years. That's exactly what's happening in Taos, New Mexico. A deep, mysterious hum has been torturing residents for decades. Some people hear it 24/7, others don't hear it at all. Scientists have placed sound monitors, electromagnetic sensors, even psychological tests, and they found nothing. But here's where it gets bone-chilling. This isn't just in Taos. Reports of the same hum have come from England, Australia, Canada, even remote islands in the middle of the ocean. Is it a frequency from deep inside the Earth? A secret government signal? Or something even more terrifying? Something that only a few people can hear? Because it was meant for them? And if you're watching this thinking, I've never heard the hum, are you sure? Or have you just not noticed it yet? Number 9, the immortal jellyfish, a living cheat code? Think death is inevitable? Think again. Deep beneath the ocean's surface, there's a jellyfish that never dies. Never. Turritopsis dohrnii has an ability that breaks the laws of biology. Whenever it gets old, sick, or injured, it rewinds its own life. Instead of dying, it transforms back into a baby version of itself. It resets, over and over again. This means, in theory, this jellyfish can live forever. Scientists have tried to crack its secret, but they can't. But here's what's truly terrifying. If this creature has been cheating death for millions of years, could something else out there be doing the same? Could there be other organisms watching us who have never, ever died? And if humans unlock this ability, would we even be ready for it? Number 8, the Tunguska explosion, a blast with no crater Siberia. A peaceful morning, until suddenly the sky explodes. A fireball brighter than the sun streaks across the atmosphere before, boom! A blinding explosion shakes the earth with the force of 1,000 Hiroshima bombs. The result? 800 square miles of forest, flattened. Millions of trees incinerated in seconds. But here's the problem. There's no impact crater, no meteor fragments, no radiation, nothing. Scientists say it was a meteor explosion in midair, but here's the catch. There was no evidence of a meteor at all. So what caused it? Some theories suggest it was an antimatter collision. Others say it was a mini black hole crashing into Earth. But the most terrifying possibility, what if whatever caused it wasn't natural? And what if it wasn't an accident? Wait, please pay attention. Knowledge is power, and I'm giving it all to you. Now you really should subscribe. And yes, you must watch the full video too. Please. Let's resume. Number 7, the Voynich manuscript, a book no one can read. A book that shouldn't exist. The Voynich manuscript is a 400-year-old book written in a language no one can decipher. Cryptographers, AI algorithms, even the world's best codebreakers have tried to unlock its meaning, and they have failed. Every single page is covered in mysterious symbols, unrecognizable plants, and drawings of creatures that no one has ever seen before. But here's the real mystery. The plants in the book don't exist. Not now, not in history, nowhere on Earth. Is it a hoax? A lost language? Or something even more disturbing? A message from a civilization not of this world? And if this book wasn't meant for us, then who was supposed to read it? Number 6, the Hessdalen Lights, Earth's creepiest UFO phenomenon. A remote valley in Norway. Silent, isolated. And then, lights appear. They float. They pulse. They move against the wind, against gravity. Bright red, yellow, and white orbs of light, appearing for minutes, sometimes hours before vanishing without a trace. Scientists have measured them, tracked them, tried to explain them. They're not planes, not satellites, not anything we understand. But here's the detail that sends chills down your spine. These lights don't just appear randomly. Sometimes they seem to react to human presence, as if they're watching us, studying us, waiting. But for what? We're only halfway through, and already these mysteries are breaking reality as we know it. And trust me, the final 5 are even scarier, even stranger, and even more impossible. So before we move on, please subscribe, because hitting your subscribe button can give me new motivation to work harder and succeed. All right, ready for the deepest, darkest mysteries? Brace yourself, because the next one might just keep you up at night. Got it. Number 5. The phantom time hypothesis. Are we living in the wrong year? What if I told you that 300 years of history never actually happened? That everything we know about the early Middle Ages, from 614 AD to 911 AD, was completely fabricated? This mind-melting theory, known as the phantom time hypothesis, suggests that powerful rulers altered historical records to make their reigns seem more significant. The biggest red flag? The year 1000 AD was way too important. Ancient records don't align, calendars seem manipulated, and major constructions like castles and cathedrals appear hundreds of years too advanced. And here's where it gets chilling. If 300 years were faked, what year is it really? What if we aren't actually in 2025, but 1725? What if we're living in someone else's artificial timeline? And worst of all, what if we're being kept in the dark on purpose? Number 4. The Dyatlov Pass Incident. 9 hikers. One impossible nightmare. The Ural Mountains. 9 experienced hikers set off on a journey and never return. Weeks later, search teams make a horrifying discovery. The hiker's tent is found, ripped open from the inside. The bodies? Scattered across the snow. Some in bare feet, running as if they were fleeing from something unseen. But here's where it gets even more disturbing. Several bodies show massive internal injuries, broken ribs, crushed skulls, yet no external wounds. One body is missing a tongue. Another is radioactive. What did they see that made them run into the freezing night? Without shoes, without weapons, without hope? A secret military experiment? A creature that left no trace? Or was it something worse? Something that's still out there? Watching? Number 3. The WOW signal. A message from beyond? A quiet night at an Ohio radio observatory. A scientist scans deep space frequencies. Suddenly, a signal appears. It's strong, precise, not random static. And most terrifying of all, it came from the middle of deep space. For 72 seconds, the signal blares into the system, then it vanishes. The scientist, stunned, circles the reading and writes a single word. Wow. To this day, the WOW signal has never been explained. It wasn't a pulsar. It wasn't a satellite. It wasn't Earth. Which leaves one possibility. Someone or something sent that signal on purpose. And the real question is, was it a greeting or a warning? And if it was a warning, then what's coming? Number 2. The Potomsky Crater. Earth's forbidden zone. Deep in the Siberian wilderness, there's a place that defies all logic. A giant, perfectly round crater, 75 meters wide, stands alone, surrounded by untouched forest. But this isn't just any crater. No meteorite, no volcanic activity, no explanation. Even stranger, nothing grows near it. The trees around it wither. Animals avoid it. Scientists who visited report dizzy spells, nausea, and sudden equipment failure. One geologist even claimed he felt an unseen force watching him. Could this be a secret military site? An ancient impact from something not of this world? Or could it be something buried beneath the surface, waiting to be found? Or worse, waiting to wake up? Number 1. The Man from Taurid. Proof of parallel universes? And now, the mystery that shatters reality itself. Tokyo Airport. A businessman arrives for his flight. Normal passport, normal ID. Except for one thing. His passport is from a country that doesn't exist. The customs officers are baffled. The country, Taurid, is not on any map. But the man, He's furious. He insists that Taurid has existed for centuries, right between France and Spain. He even shows official government documents, bank records, and a driver's license from a place that doesn't exist. Security detains him in a hotel room for further questioning. 2 guards stand outside. There is no way out. But by morning, he is gone. No sign of escape, no luggage, no footprints, nothing. The records of his existence? All vanished. Had he slipped into a parallel dimension? A timeline where his country exists and ours doesn't? And if that's possible, could people from other realities be among us right now? These mysteries challenge everything we know about science, time, and reality itself. But what do you think? Which of these unsolved events shocked you the most? And here's an even bigger question. What if there are even greater mysteries, ones we don't even know exist yet? Drop a comment with your thoughts. And if you love mind-blowing mysteries, make sure to subscribe, because I have a lot more coming. Who knows? Maybe the next mystery is one you've already seen, but never noticed.